Welcome to Vision, Impact, and Purpose. See your vision, walk in your purpose, and impact lives with your gifts and talents. Thank you for tuning in to listen to Tikwa, your Christian virtual assistant coach. Join Coach Tikwa as she shares her own journey, shifts your mindset, inspires you while sharing insights and tips for a profitable virtual assistant business along the way. Now here is your host, Tikwa, founder of PowerPo Assistants.
Good evening, everyone. How is everyone doing this Sunday evening? I hope that you are well in your home, spending time with your family, and doing whatever you have to do to keep yourself entertained with your family. So this is the best time to really get together and bond with the family. We say all the time, right? The reason why we got into this business is because we want to spend time with our family, financial freedom, and whatever your whys are. But we also have to see the blessings in this as well, right? So the blessings within this, although this is a crisis that's going on, we are still being blessed by God. We are still healthy. We still have our jobs. We still have our clients. And also we been saying this out of our mouth all the time is that we want to spend more time with our family. So now we are quarantining and we are spending time with our families more than ever. We are watching movies together, playing games together. You see families on TikTok. You have the older folks with the grandparents and the siblings and everybody getting together on TikTok and doing their old music things and things like that. So I love seeing that type of environment all around the world where people are really spending time with their family, using this time to really draw closer to family and friends, as well as draw closer to God, right? So the most important is drawing closer to God, praying more than ever. We should be praying every single day, regardless. We take a lot of things for granted. But God said that He just wants us to draw close to Him. He wants us to build a relationship with Him. This is the best time, and it should be a habit each day, spending time with God, so that when this is all over, we are still continuing to do what we've been doing during this crisis. Amen. All right, so let's get started. For those who are new, my name is Tikwa Scarborough. I am a virtual assistant Christian coach. I help new, aspiring, and seasoned virtual assistants earn consistent monthly income. I also take my clients through my unique process, which attract and retain clients while increasing revenue. So today I just wanted to talk about part one. So it's a lot of things that I took from Madam C.J. Walker series. I really, really enjoyed it. And I know that I've seen a lot of people post it on social media about how they really enjoyed the Madam C.J. Walker series. But I would like to know, I asked the question in the group, what did you take away from these series as a female entrepreneur? And I think only one person, which is Dion, posted in here, which is never give up, right? Never give up no matter what, including yourself, including if something gets in your way. And that is awesome. Of course, perseverance. Really was looking at it and I was taking my notes and what resonated with me and what I have been talking about with my one-on-one clients or my coaching clients about being a female entrepreneur in the virtual assistant industry. So the most important thing, right, and how we connect with our ideal client is our story, right? It's our content. So even back then, okay, so like I said, this is something that's been going on for generations to generations that never change. This never changes. You still have to identify your ideal client. That's number one, and that's key in your business, right? So CJ Walker, when she was out there and she was trying to sell these products, in the beginning they were showing that she was trying to sell the products, and as she began, people wasn't buying her services, buying her the hair grease, right? So what did she do? She started telling her story about when her hair fell out because she was stressed out. You know, her hair came out, and us as women, we know that. We can connect with that, right? Because I'm pretty sure one time or another you have experienced where you were stressed out and it affected you in some kind of way, your body, your hair started shedding or came out or whatever it is, right? We can relate to that. So that is what we have to do as entrepreneurs. We have to find that story that relates to our ideal client. So the woman that helped her, CJ, is when she was really down and out and she was going through her first husband and she was all stressed out and things like that. What did she experience at that time when she was going through that? She started having self-doubt about herself. She didn't love herself. She didn't think that she was beautiful, okay? She even said God made her ugly. But then you have someone who came in and said, I will help you. And that reminds me of how us women get together and we support each other. When one is down, we all pick that person up and we start inspiring them and saying, let's keep on going. You can do this, sis. You can do it. Don't worry. What is it that you need? I help you. Here's my email. Here's my website. Here's a link to set up a consultation with me. And I saw that on this past Friday on the virtual hangout, whereas it was women from different industry, different ages, and different levels of services, whether you're beginning, just starting your business, to someone who's been in the business for years. Whereas if one person felt some type of way, we jumped in and immediately started inspiring that person and boosting up their confidence to say that you can do this, sis. Here's what you can do. Take this number and call me, or my email, contact me on Instagram or whatever it is. I love seeing that from women. And that's what in the beginning when that woman had came to CJ house and to help her. So what did she do? They exchanged. That reminds me of exchanging services from services. So that was number 2. Right? That was another lesson. That is something that we still do today. We exchange our services for services. So she did, the woman who owns the hair products, laundry, in exchange for getting her hair done, growing her hair back to health, right? To thicken it, and her hair grew so long and it was so healthy, and she styled it for her to make her feel like herself again, like a beautiful woman. So my thing is, as you are in your business, what experience are you taking your clients through? What experience are they going to be taken through from the beginning to the end of your process? Even when you're on a discovery call, you have to take your clients through an awesome experience. You may say, well, how am I going to take my ideal client through an awesome experience when I'm just asking questions? There are certain questions that you should be asking your ideal client, right? You are different. What makes you stand out from the rest, from everybody else? And hone in on that. Hone in on your story, like you as an entrepreneur, and relate that back to your ideal client. What is it that your ideal client is challenged with, is having a hard time with? And what can you take, that one thing that you could connect with your ideal client that's going to make them say, you know what? You make me feel like if I hire you, that everything is going to be okay. What experiences are you taking your ideal clients through when you are talking to them? It all depends in the tone, how confident you are, how passionate you are about your services and what you can provide and what you can do. If you know exactly what you need to do for your ideal client, that it should not be difficult and you should not be tripping up on your words when you are speaking to your ideal client, trying to get them to book with you. So we have to, as entrepreneurs, continue to take our clients through an awesome experience. And that is from the beginning when we are speaking to them on a discovery call, nurturing them through email, providing content on our social media platforms. Any communication that you are offering to or channel that you are using, you should be taking your clients through a great experience. They should be hanging on to your every word as far as You listen to their problem. They have expressed it. They may be frustrated, already have went through like 10 virtual assistants, and she cannot decide which virtual assistants to book. So what are you going to do? How are you going to make it easy? And how are you going to take them through an experience that they will trust that you are the right virtual assistant for them? And number one thing that I can say is, what resonates with you with this ideal client? Have you researched your ideal client to know what she or he likes? What values do they have? Do they value their family? Do they have family? Do they have kids? Are they a Christian? What other religion do they have? What is their favorite books? These are very important things to have. And the reason why I say that, maybe other people may not say that. They'll just give you, these are the questions that you ask. You get on the call, you listen to them or whatever. But I'm going to tell you that when you take your clients through an awesome experience and that they are able to connect with you, let me tell you something. You're going to be booking clients after booking clients, okay? Even before the coronavirus, I have had clients book a discovery call with me, all right? I have 2 people. I have been on the phone longer than an hour, and I wouldn't suggest that you take it over an hour, but because I have a lot of experience in discovery calls and I have mastered it, that I'm able to take that phone call and still be confident that I'm going to book that person on that call. And you can tell the way the conversation is. And the one thing that I can say that I can relate to my clients is that most of them are Christians, okay? And we can talk. And I can explain to them about certain things and how I treat my clients and take them through as well, so that they are comfortable with me, comfortable that I have virtual assistants that they can trust with their confidentiality of their business and things like that. So I know I went on a tangent a little bit. I just went a little bit further. But that is the first thing that I got from Madam C.J. Walker is that, one, it is so important to tell your story. That is how your clients are going to connect with you. So if you saw the video, the story where she was standing there and she was not, no one was, would you buy this? Oh, I have some hair products. Oh, sis, this. And they just kept on going. So then she stand there and she just started pouring out her heart, telling her story. And that's how she brought them in. She attracted them and they just drawn to her story, and they felt, and they was hanging on her every word and saying, yeah, yeah. And you know, you could see the reaction like, yeah, I need this. Oh, let me take some. And then you saw every sister buying that product that she had for the hair. So what experience are you taking your clients through? And another thing, I want to talk about you building your confidence. It's so important that you build your confidence when you are speaking to clients, because they can hear it in your voice. They can see it. So if you're doing Zoom calls and you're fidgeting, you're nervous, it's okay to be nervous, okay? Especially if you're just getting started. It's okay for you to be nervous. But at the same time, you still have to be confident about who you are, what you do, and what you can do for your clients. So if you have an issue with confidence, then perhaps maybe you need to start practicing that in the mirror, saying it every single day that you are confident, that you can do this. Like I said, hang around like-minded people who's going to cheer you on, who is going to boost up your confidence. But no one should be boosting up your confidence. You should be boosting your confidence yourself, okay? People can cheer you on all they want, but you have to believe in yourself. Number 3, be a product of your product if you have products. She used these products. And the thing about it is that the owner, she had the sales that was selling her hair cream to go on the door to door. And they were kind of like not confident, didn't know what to say, because they really didn't know about the product, because they were not the product of the product. They didn't know the feeling of that product. They didn't know if that product grew their hair or not. They only went by what the owner of that product said. Oh, just tell them that if they take the product, they're going to look like me. That's not going to connect with someone, because we all know that if they use the product, that they are not going to look like that person. So you have to think about certain things. So when CJ said, well, I put the product on at night, and I put it on at night, and I tie it up at night, and by the morning the smell is gone. She experienced the product. She knows about the product. She used it in the daytime and probably felt the smell, and then used it at night and tied up her hair, and by the morning the smell was gone, right? But we all know that it was something, well, it wasn't really nothing wrong with the product, but perhaps maybe the smell was unbearable. But because she was getting her hair treated, she was using that product, right? So my thing is, be the product of your product, right? If you are, I know it's probably hard for you to think about being the product of your product, right? Because you don't have a product, you're providing a service. But you know how to do these things. You have been doing it for your clients, you have been doing it for others, and you have been doing it for yourself. So you have been doing these things for yourself. Perhaps you do spreadsheets, and you use the spreadsheets for budgeting, or you use Canva for your images and things like that. So that basically, that still applies to being the product of your product, right? So being the service of your service, right? You servicing yourself, and you getting things done, and you are good at it, so that you can share that experience that you have with yourself with your clients, or you can share the experience that you had with your past clients or your current clients, and you can tell that story to your clients. So I know it's hard for you to say, well, I can't share anything because I don't have a client. But you did have people who you done these services for free. You did do perhaps maybe some contracting work. You have done some services at work that's related to what you're doing. That's an experience. You can talk about that. No one has to know that that was a coworker. No one has to know that that was a friend. No one has to know that that was your mama. Okay? You still taking that client through the experience and tell them a story of what you did. It's about the transformation that you are going to give your client through you. So this is part one. I really wanted to talk about telling your story, building your confidence, and then also being a product of your product. So that is part one of what I got from CJ Walker. I hope that you enjoy what I got from it and resonate with what I was talking about, or what we saw in the episode, in the series that we have. So I will talk more about it going forward this week. So tomorrow I will talk about part two of what I received and what I took from Madam CJ Walker.
Thank you for listening to Vision, Impact, and Purpose with Coach Tikwa. Be sure to tune in again for new episodes and visit her website at tikwa.com.